Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 8th, 2024 New Moon Solar Eclipse reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the good things that YouTube likes. So, thank you so very much. It helps me out tremendously. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we're crowned here by the Strength card reversed. So this is Leo energy. If we have Leo in our chart, if we have Leo in our life, this energy can be a little bit more challenging for us. So just being aware of that during this time. It's also a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. But this can also be a sense of dealing with a lot of things right now that was like might equals right, like somebody trying to bully you or bully a situation and you're just not having it. So that's a really powerful, really beautiful thing to say, no, I'm not doing it. We're this like I'm not being bullied. This isn't how we're handling things. And if we even see ourselves like embracing kind of that bully mentality because it's going around us during this time, we're going to step back and be like, nope, not for me. So just be aware of that. We then have the Empress reverse. Now this is creative energy that we can be having a blockage around, really birthing forward our creative energy the way that we want to. We can feel stuck. We can feel overwhelmed in one way or another. And we can also feel like somebody's negative energy is holding us back from moving forward the way that we want to. We're going to be breaking free of this, but we are also going to be acknowledging it during this solar eclipse, during this new moon. I mean, this is a very rare time. The eclipse pattern, right? The movement of the sun will not be the same for another 375 years. This is rare. This is beautiful. This is powerful. This is going to be a time that is quite intense. And we see that. We see that here where we're looking at things and saying, you know what? I want this. I don't want this. Eclipse season unearths a lot. And with a new moon, we're having new starts, new beginnings come forward. And we're saying, how do I want to move forward? And we're seeing ourselves claiming our passion, our fire, our determination. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are transforming ourselves, Taurus. And as we do so, if we're born on the cusp with Aries, if we have fire sign energy in our chart, that comes through very powerfully here. Yes, it does come back with the fire sign energy of Leo that's negative up here, but it doesn't have to be negative in a way that holds us back. It's negative in a way that might make us look at something differently or, kind of step back. And I know negative seems bad, but it doesn't necessarily have to be bad here. It's just like, okay, let me step back. Let me see this. Let me recalibrate this. Let me gain this understanding because we're moving forward in our fire, in our determination, in our passion, in what we want. And we're also really embracing our creativity during this time, even though we're having a bit of a difficulty, moving it moving it from the realm of the mind into the realm of the everyday. So just be aware of that. We're not very patient with ourselves, and yet we need to be because we have, the strength card reverse. We're kind of feeling not as strong, not as confident, not as competent as we would want to feel. We're feeling stuck in one way or another. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, we don't have the patience for ourselves, and that can feel overwhelming because it's like, well, just get it done. It's like, no, slow down, step in to play with what it is that you really want. Now, Aquarius energy is reversed. Now, we could be dealing with a negative Aquarius during this time. If we have Aquarius in our chart, that can also be negative energy around us. Like that part of our personality can be a bit bothersome. So just being aware of that. But the star reverse is also delusions. It's also dreams that don't come true or dreams that feel more real than reality is. So just be aware of this during this time. And the Knight of Pentacles is reversed. We want to move forward so quickly. And Spirit is saying here, hey, listen, slow down. Slow down, plant the seeds. Slow down, see what it is that you want. Slow down and connect. Because the dreams, we have plenty of dreams, but we're having a hard time taking those dreams and bringing them into reality. Our passion, our fire, our determination, that's going to be great. But because we have so much celestial energy with the sun, Mercury, Chiron, and the lunar nodes all in Aries, right? There's a fiery aspect to this time. This is going to be a time where, tensions are high, where words can sting and they have a lasting cut to them. Now, Mars is also conjunct Saturn. Now, they're both in Pisces, which kind of calms things down. But, Saturn is all about rules and order. Mars loves rules and order because it's the battlefield, right? Mars is the god of war in ancient Rome. Aries is the god of war in ancient Greece. So we have this very combustible energy around us, coupled with the fact that we don't feel as strong as we want to. We can feel like we're questioning something, or like we're looking at things in a different way. And it's going to be during this time that we can kind of blow up, like things can kind of blow up and then just need to settle to be able to rebuild, to be able to move forward the way that we really want them to, the way that we really need them to. Now let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is energy. We do have a good amount of energy around us. Like, we do have very good energy to us and a good ability to go and achieve and succeed and build things forward. So that is really quite beautiful. The energy of this moon, the energy of, this solar eclipse, the energy of Mercury retrograde, which is from the 1st to the 25th. We're going to be feeding off of that, but it's going to be leading us in very interesting directions. Now let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So we have two here. So the I am presence. This is my favorite card in the whole entire chakra deck. The I am presence is the crown chakra. This is reversed. How are we crowning ourselves? I am what? I'm tired. I am overwhelmed. I am, stressed out. Or I am healing. I am loved. I am connected to the earth. I am part of the divine. So we have to look at our I am presence within ourselves. And this is divine wisdom here. This is a soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And we're going to be seeing during this time that divine wisdom is coming to us. We need to slow down and we need to connect with it. This is going to be a time where we need to slow down because, again, we will not have this time for another 375 years. It will not be in our lifetimes. It will not be in many people's lifetimes to have the alignment of the stars, but to have this power come forward within us. It's going to inspire us creatively, but we're also going to meet with a roadblock of, how do I build this inspiration forward? Like, how do I take the thoughts from my head and bring it into action? And Spirit is saying here, go slowly. We're going to want to do things all at once. We're going to start off kind of like, guns a-blazing type of thing. And Spirit is saying here, go slow. Start little and build it up, build it up. We don't have much patience during this time. We expect a lot from ourselves. We're very demanding. We're very determined. We're very focused. And those are all fantastic things. But if we don't show ourselves grace, we'll have all this inspiration that just fizzles away into the wayside because it's just going to be dreams. It's just going to be dreams. And it's not going to become the reality that we want if we don't take it step by step by step. Now let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is Freyalt. This is Sagittarius energy. Now, Freyalt is balance, right? Harmony. We have to be mindful of things being out of balance, out of harmony, and not being true to ourselves. It doesn't matter if people agree with us or disagree with us. It doesn't matter if, if other people find it harmonious, as long as we're moving forward in love, in kindness, in respect, and we are doing no harm, right? Stay to your path and stay to what's important to you, because the harmony is going to be a very important thing. Harmonizing yourself and moving yourself forward, that is going to be powerful and beautiful. Now, with strength reverse, we can find that we've aligned ourselves with the wrong people, or that we were taking the wrong counsel with one thing or another. There's also going to be a sense here of might equals right. I just have to keep on pushing. What Spirit is saying during this solar eclipse, during this new moon, and also just during this whole Mercury retrograde, which we had the pre-Mercury retrograde before, Mercury retrograde began on the 1st. We have it after. I think the pre and post shadow periods are about 2 to 3 weeks. So here we're going to see that we've been trying to push something forward and it hasn't been working. And so Spirit is saying, step back, step back. Now we're going to want to nurture things to make things better. But with the Empress reverse, it's like you're not able to nurture it to make it into what you want it to be. So step back. Step back and see. Because here it's the Empress is the mother. And so it's birthing forward what we want to create and what we want to cultivate. It's nurturing, it's cultivating, it's guiding. With that reverse, we can feel like we're not being nurtured, we're not being guided, we're not cultivating. So just be mindful about that. We can have a hard time. It's interesting because we have the horse here, if you can see the horse here, and Rhiannon is the goddess of horses in Welsh mythology, and we have the horse here with the knight. So there's a blockage of movement that we need to be looking at during this time, and there's a energy of transformation that's coming forward with our fire, with our tenacity, with our determination, our focus, our insight. That's going to be opening up the doors, but we're not going to be that patient with it. And we have a hard time seeing our dreams, seeing what it is that we want, seeing how it is that we want to open our world to ourselves, and also knowing what is right for us and what isn't. There's going to be a lot of dreams, a lot of ideas, a lot of things moving in our mind. And that's always true, right? Our mind is always very, very active. But how do I pick what is right for me and move that forward? How do I think, oh, I'm going to do it all, and then just get overwhelmed and leave it all by the wayside? Because this is going to be a time where we can get really, really frustrated. We can find that we have huge blow up fights about things, and that we have all these ideas and they're all just left by the wayside because we need to do one at a time. And we need to say to ourselves, how do I need to move forward for me, not for anybody else? What's important that I create in my world and I nurture for myself, not that I nurture for everybody else. And as we do so, we have to be patient. There's going to be 7 things that we decide, okay, this is what I'm focusing on. And if it takes us the rest of the year to do so, then that's actually a short period of time. We should feel very proud of ourselves. We can be reckless with a knight reverse. We can be reckless. We can just kind of want to charge forward, think about the consequences later. That's not really a Taurian thing to do, but when we get frustrated, it is a Taurian thing to do. So just being mindful about that during this time. Looking at our dreams, looking at what we want. There can also be a bit of a sad undertone to things where it almost feels like I'll never have my dreams, right? It will all be for nothing. And Spirit's saying, stop that. Because that's not the case at all. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Bronwyn's story in Welsh mythology is a sad one. It's Welsh mythology. It's all sad, right? But the act of her setting that bird here into the sky is the act of the greatest hope and the most powerful dream ever had. And that energy of I can make the impossible possible is what we need to connect with again. Because for one reason or another, Taurus, we've lost sight of that. And with the King of Wands, we're going to see our fire, our passion, our determination is coming back. Now, the King of Wands can also bring a temper with it, with all the fire sign energy going on during this time and Mars in conjunction with Saturn. We can find that the temper is intense. But if we embrace our fire and our passion, if we look at ourselves and embrace our sacral chakra and say, this is what I want in my life, and this is what I'm dedicating myself to, you will find that just kind of writing out a little bit of a plan on the 8th of April and saying, this is what I want to achieve in 2024 and 2025, kind of like, this is how I want my life to move forward. that can be one of the most insightful things we do for ourselves in our whole entire lifetime. And here, it's be patient with you. It's calm it down, slow it down. You're okay. And you're moving forward in a direction that's leading you to a place of power, even though right now you don't see it. Even though right now it feels like everything is everywhere. But the King of Wands is that fire, that passion, that determination, that focus, that insight coming forward and changing the game for you. Subconscious spirit message is inspire. It's time to be inspired again. It's time to have that inspired life. Our subconscious spirit message, not spirit message, chakra message is now the crown chakra in the upright position. Peace. Embrace peace. Embrace calm. Connect. Love. Fill your mind with peace. It is so easy to fill our thoughts with chaos and tragedy and hurt and pain. It's so easy. Fill your mind with peace and let that peace radiate into the world and radiate throughout you. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of, the Four of Swords, not resting and not honoring your story. Be mindful of this. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm being stoic here. It's like, no, honor who you are, honor how far you've come, because you are extraordinary. And then subconsciously, we have the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And this is positivity, happiness, brilliance, success. It's a rough patch, right? The solar eclipse is super, super intense. The new moon is us setting our intention. It's us saying, what do I want from this period to, 6 months down the line when, I think it's 6 months down the line when we have the full moon in Aries come forward, right? We have the fire sign energy of Aries with the solar eclipse, with the new moon, with all the planetary alignments. And so this is going to be a time for us to say, how in the midst of fire, the god of war, do I embrace peace within me? Do I rest and inspire myself to move forward towards my sacred happiness and towards what I deeply love within my life? All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.